Dreams are important for young people. In almost every case, it turns out better than you had ever dreamed and could have ever hoped for. I was born in North Platte, Nebraska. My father had had a difficult time in World War II. He had been in the South Pacific and had had malaria twice. He died a young man at 39 years old. So it was very difficult for my mother. She had 4 little boys, and we lived right behind the lumber yard, almost on the railroad tracks, and also right next to the stockyards. The smell of the livestock and those coal trains rumbling through at night would shake the foundation of the house, and it was an enticing environment. We'd have these chickens and ducks that we would raise year-round, but in the wintertime they got all the heat. They got the first focus because that was a cash crop, those chickens and ducks. And it was kind of fun. My brothers and I thought that, hell, everybody had chickens and ducks in their house. Now, my educational career is not one to be emulated. It is a bit checkered, but nonetheless, it took me a few colleges, but I got out. Interruptions for the Army and so on. A year of that was in Vietnam. My brother Tom and I were literally side by side. We were wounded twice together. Came back, and whatever restlessness was in my system was it was pretty much gone. I got to Washington in April of 1971, and I walked over to the steps of the Russell Senate Office Building, and I sat on the steps, and I looked back at that Capitol, and I thought, what a magnificent thing. I think this is the greatest moment of my life to be right here where all the history of this great country has been made. I decided then that I was going to come back. I don't know how or when, but I was going to get a job, and I was going to come back to Washington. Well, those steps that I was sitting on are the steps now that I walk up and down every day, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about sitting on those steps and looking at that Capitol.